as the house gets raided, I get back, throw in the back seat of this cop car, and we're starting to drive off. I do remember looking over my shoulder and just seeing my family, seeing my daughter. I hadn't been to not one of my daughter's birthdays. I've been in prison. And that's my baby girl. And I remember seeing her at the window, and she was crying. My wife was right behind her. She had this look. As I'm driving away, she had this look of disappointment, of hurt, of like, man, just disappointed in me, and I remember it's like, man, I don't want to live like this, man. This is messed up. What am I doing? And this whole life, this whole idea of me living and being some kind of a shot caller or something like that, like a dream of every youngster that they have to be a shot caller in the prison system and out there on the streets. It's a fallacy. It's a lie. And I was like, man, what am I doing? I don't want to do this no more. This is stupid. And but I didn't, at that point in my life, I was like, I've been living this life for 15 years of my life, cruising up and down Whittier Boulevard, back in the 80s and 90s, hustling dope, doing this, chasing women, and just like, what else do I know how to do? I felt like, what kind of a future can I give any person?
The day-to-day living here was just running around with the fellas, getting loaded, hanging out, gang banging.
We had no clue. We really thought that this was our life, this is what we do, and it's not a big deal, and doesn't everybody do this?
From then on, I felt this is what I'm looking for, to make someone proud.
13 years old, and I remember getting jumped into a gang. And jump you is like, you're getting the snot beat out of you.
I remember a 14-year-old kid, he was with my brother. They went out on the streets to buy some crack, and they basically blew half his head off with a shotgun. And I remember just thinking like, man, this is fake. This is not real.
I don't ever remember as a child ever someone saying, look, there is hope.
You're a member of a gang. There are certain things that you have to do for membership.
My character as a gangster was building, pride. I wanted to be the toughest guy in the neighborhood.
It's almost like earning your stripes, and earning status.
In this neighborhood, what you're taught here is you haven't done nothing if you haven't been to the joint. You go to the joint, you've arrived.
All the gangsters go from juvenile hall to camp to YA, to county jail and to the prison. That was my goal.
And I didn't realize at a young age what it was really costing me until I got older. I looked back and I realized that I had a whole path behind me of just destruction.
Man, we were just so confused, so hurt. We didn't have answers, to why these things were happening. We were trying to cope with it the best that we knew how.
I don't want to live like this no more. I want to change.